Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we'll share some of the tips and tricks you can do on the new Zenfone 2. So the Zenfone 2 is one of the most popular devices this year, and it comes with 4GB RAM, and this is the flagship phone for ASUS, and this was announced at the CES 2015. Now this is available in India, and we'll share some of the tips and tricks you can do on this device. So this comes with Android 5.0 Lollipop with the custom Zen UI on top of it. So now let's start off the tips and tricks. So let's first go to the home screen and see the lock screen, and now in the lock screen you can see the three options. First is the camera, then you have call and also SMS. So what you can do is you can just swipe the particular option you want, either camera, call or SMS, and then drag it down to open that particular app. So you can either open camera, the call option, or even the SMS from the lock screen. So that's one option. Then you can also enable camera from the lock screen, that I will show you later. Now let's unlock the device. Now we have the home screen, that's the main option. Now if in the home screen, if you press and hold any area, you can see the manage home options. So the manage home option has multiple sub options here. So you can see here, first is the apps and widgets. So if you click here, you can see all the apps, and then you can also add widgets. So this is just like the normal Android phone, you have the option to see all the apps and also the widgets. Now let's go back here, and you can see the edit page option. So here we have multiple home buttons, and you can see you can arrange them, or you can even manage them. Just press and hold, and you can see you can remove, replace or save. You can even drag and rearrange them. So if I don't want this particular, you can see this is currently set as the home screen. So you can just change the home screen by pressing here, and if you don't want a particular thing, you can just drag and drop to the option and it will be deleted. So that's another option. Now let's go to the home screen and see. You can see the wallpaper option, that's self-explanatory. You can add wallpapers. Then you have the icon packs. This comes with a default set of icons available. So you can see there is Zen UI, then you have fresh green, lovely pink. So a couple of useful icon packs are included. You can browse more icon packs from the Play Store by clicking this link, so you can get more icon packs. So that's another useful option. Then you have the scroll effect. So you can see these desktop effects can be changed. So we have a few options of scrolling the multiple home screens. So that can be set here. So you can see this multiple effects can be set from here. You can see them in live action, though that's another option. Then you have the theme support on this device. So with Android 5.0 Lollipop, we have some of the themes available. So you can see a few themes are included, and you can download them, and you can also see the install theme and apply them. So that's the option. Only a few themes are included right now. So it's not as extensive as the Xiaomi's MIUI, but it still does come with some basic set of themes. Then you have the preferences. Inside the preferences, there are a couple of interesting options. One is home screen. So you can see scrollable wallpaper, transparent status bar. You can set the transparency for the status bar. You can see here, this is how you set the transparency for the status bar. Then coming back, you have background transparency, that is available for the apps. So you can see here, you can change the background transparency. Then coming back, let's see the other options included there. So here we have the scroll animation. Then you have icon packs. You can change the icon packs. You can change the folder size, grid size. It can be 2x2, 3x3, stack, or even fan. So there are lots of options available for folder styles. So based on whatever you like as your folder style, you can change them here. Similarly, font label color is included. So you can change the font label color. So you can see select font. You can change the font size. There are lots of fonts included. You can also download them. The font sizes are also mentioned here. So you can increase the font size. You can see this is real time, and you can change the font size. That's another useful option. Now let's go back to the preferences, and you can see other options include lock app settings, enable notification. So these are some of the options available here. Now let's go back to the settings. So you can see the system settings, and now finally the fonts. So you can change fonts, as I said before. So these are the options here in the manage home option. Now let's go to the all apps list. So this is the all apps list. So here we have a couple of options. So you can see here view mode, you can have all the apps listed, or you can list only the downloaded apps, or you can have a customized view mode, or you can view mode based on the frequently used apps. So these are some of the options wherein you can list the list of all apps which are included. So here we have the smart group option. So all app screen will switch to customized mode after entering the edit mode. So you can see here now it is being smartly grouped. So you can see apps for you, communication, games, Google Music and audio, photography, productivity, social networking sites. So these have been automatically grouped based on the software. So once you're done, you can click OK, and now you can see all the apps have been grouped into folders based on whatever category they fall into. Then apart from that, you have this lock apps option. So we'll just set some random pin and then lock the app. So right now you can see, so now we have set up the lock apps option. So you can see here you can select the apps you want to lock. So just click on the app and you can lock them. We'll just show you some option. So let's lock some of them. Now you can see we have locked some of the apps. So you can see an icon across these apps saying that these are locked. So if you click here, it will be asking to enter the password. Once you enter the password, you can access them. So that's how the locked app works. So that's another useful option. So once you're done with the locking and unlocking, you can remove these from the settings, and this will be available. So that's how you lock and unlock the apps. That's another useful option. Then you have the option to hide apps. So hide apps basically will remove the apps from the list, but they'll not be uninstalled, but they will be removed from the list. So for example, we'll just done with this node. So now you can see two apps are hidden. So if you're giving the phone to somebody else for temporary purpose, then you can just hide apps, and you can disable those apps from the list. So that means they'll not be able to access the apps from this list. So that's another option, useful option. Then you have the grid size and then the preferences that we already showed you before. That's the options. So now that's another useful option in here. You can also search for a particular app from the app drawer. Then we have already talked about the view mode. So these are some of the options you can do in the all apps list. Now let's go to the settings, where we have lots of other options as well. So the first set of options is pretty simple and straightforward, the wireless and network. So we will not touch on that aspects. Now let's go to the display, and here you can see the screen color mode. So just click here and you can see you can set the color temperature for your display. So there is balanced, then blue light, vivid. Then you can also customize the hue and saturation here. So you can see here you can just slide this option to change the color, and you can also come back to the default option here. You can restore here. You can also change the color temperature here. So that's one option if you want to customize the display colors. Then you have the Zen motion, touch gestures are included. So double tap to suspend, screen off, screen on is double tap to wake. Then you have certain gestures. Say for example, if you draw some characters on the display, it will directly open the app. So for example, W will launch browser. So you can customize this. You can select which all apps you want, and then those particular app will be opened when you type those letters. So it has the option to customize W, S, E, C, Z and V. So these are the options available. So that's just gestures. Then you have motion gestures. You can see here shake. That's when you're using a app, shake twice to take a screenshot and create a new task in the do it later app. So that's another motion gesture. Then you have the one-handed mode. So we'll show you this mode. We have triggered the one-handed mode. Now what it does is just double tap the home button, and you can see there is a small option. So you can just customize this option. This is the minimum one, and you can go up to maximum, and you can also have on-screen buttons. So you can see these are the on-screen buttons. So that's one-handed operation. So you can just double tap and enable the one-handed operation. That's another useful option. So now let's go back to the settings. Now there is another option called do not disturb, so that's again self-explanatory. You can set a do not disturb whenever you are in a meeting, or you can even schedule do not disturb. So that means if you're going for a meeting at, say, example 10 a.m., you can set the schedule do not disturb to be starting on at 10 a.m. and once the meeting or engagement is done, you can turn it off automatically. So that's do not disturb. Then you have users. You can create multiple profiles. We can see this is the current profile. Then you can add multiple profiles and configure what all they can do on your phone. Say you can see allow phone calls. Then you can add users. You can say user have their own apps and content. Then you have the snap view. So these are the options for users. Then in the battery, we have the option to detect battery draining apps. So you can see battery percentage and also battery draining apps. So you can also show apps power usage details. So for example, a bat app is taking up huge memory or battery, you can show it here. So that's another useful option. Then you have the power management. Power saver is there. So power saver battery modes are there. So you can see there is performance mode, balance mode, smart saving mode, and then ultra power saving mode. So these are the options included. So you can customize these options based on how you want them to work. So you can see the reduce the brightness. So each of these modes can be customized except for the performance and balanced one. You can customize the ultra saving power saving mode as well. Then you have the auto switch to turn on the ultra saving mode. So say for example, if your battery goes beyond 5% or 15%, you can automatically turn on the ultra power saving mode. So therein you can get at least calls in case you don't get internet or other options. You can still get calls to on your device. So that's another option. Then you have the auto switch. You can schedule changing it to the ultra power saving mode here. So that's another option. So now let's go back, and you have the auto start manager. So what it does is you can select which all apps can be auto started. So this will show you which all apps are downloaded and preloaded, so you can allow them to include in the auto start manager. So that's another useful option. Then you have ASUS customized settings. So here we have the glove mode. So what it does is increase the touch sensitivity when you are wearing gloves. So this is useful when you are going in areas where you need to wear gloves. So you can enable glove mode here. That's another option. Then you have the recent apps key. That's a recent apps key. You can tap and hold to show the menu. So that's that you can customize here what you want to do when you press and hold the recent apps key. That's another useful option. Then you have the EC mode. So EC mode is basically a stripped down variant of the Zen UI. So what it does is it will make the UI very simple. So this is pretty useful for elderly people who don't want a highly customized or complex UI. So this is EC mode will make it you can see it's a highly friendly UI with simple layout and core function. So that's the EC mode. Then you have the lock screen. You can customize the lock screen. You can access instant camera on the lock screen. That means double click on the volume key to launch camera from suspension. So that's another option. Then so these are some of the options in the settings. So now let's go back to the recent key. So you can see here this is the multitasking options. You can see all the apps which have been running in the background. So here we have, if you click this option, you can see which all apps are currently running. Then you have the option to pin particular app to this option. So you can see screen pinning. Now this is screen pinning. So when turned on, you can use the screen pinning to keep the current screen in view until you unpin it. So what it does is, say for example, if you want a particular app to be pinned, say for example, let's just pin the this CPU Z app. So what it does is, if you pin here, this will screen pinning locks the display in a single view. That means you can't go out of this view unless you unpin it. So now it's started. So you can see here now this is print. So even if I press the home button, I won't get back to the home screen. So you can just see now it's unpinned. So basically what it does is it will show the pinned app in the home screen without any other app or the home screen. So that's the option. Then apart from that, you also have the option to clear all the apps. So that's another option here. So you can just clear all apps by hitting this key. So that's the useful option. Now if you want to take a screenshot, the volume button is at the back. So this is the volume down button. So what you do is press the volume down button and the power button at the same time, and you can see now we are taking a screenshot. So screenshot is captured. So these were some of the options in the Zen UI. So it's a highly customizable OS, and we do have a lot of options. Some of these tips and tricks are really useful. So you can, if you have the ASUS Zenfone 2, you can try them and see how it works on your phone. So that's all guys. So I hope you like this video. If you have any queries, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with the queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.